I like to liken Charls.World to this peaceful lake. I believe it's called Boromir's Lake. And they're both very similar in that they are natural and are inherently highly effective tools of refreshment. And I want to invite everyone to know that it exists. The community of our community is very fine. It's very rigorously intellectual, always pushing to the limit, always looking for the ceiling of things. That's our community. People that love. They don't hate. They don't hate too much. And they're always getting big smiles, cheery smiles on my face every time I interact. So just remember, there's a place like this lake on your computer. And I want to invite you to take a look. I'm going to be showing you some sights so you know what to expect on this cheery platform. Because I'll be honest with you. Join me. I honestly want you to join me. I need some company. And I choose y'all's. Come see what I've built. And the things on there, you just simply can't get anywhere else. In this lake, I was on there a little bit ago, getting harassed and harangued by wildlife. I was very in touch with it at the same time. And I understood where they were coming from in harassing me, or making things stink, or just mucking things up. I understand. But it was really reminding me. I felt like I was on that pond, and I could have sworn to myself that I were inside a website, because it reminded me so much of Charls.World. You hear those sounds? Those are lovely sounds. They're not annoying. They're not grating. And this is a dialogue. This is a dialogue that we have between me and y'all's. I think you're really going to like it. And the things that you're going to see here will foreshadow y'all's liking it a lot. Whatever that was, it was at least, I'd say, 65 to 75 pounds. There's no danger. It's completely safe, completely non-toxic. And look, I'm an active young man. It's my birthday today, actually. I'm just an active young man. A lot of people call me the lad. Some people have called me an incredibly active young lad. So I am active in it. And this is a dialogue, so I'm always around to talk to. Okay? Company's good. And the things that we explore, mostly mirth, I'd say. Yes, mostly mirth. And the exploration is so thorough. Where memories are made in real time in your face. I'm just trying to talk from the heart here. Just going to sit here for a moment and reflect on those times. It's been a lot like this pond. Almost in every way. Brick by brick, smiles are had. By me the most. I smile. It's the only infection that I'm willing to spread. You see, it's the infection of laughter is the only one I know of. So I mean, there's AIDS. There's, well, I mean, whatever that is. What you got? I got AIDS. So what is that exactly? They call it AIDS. So it could be AIDS. But laughter is the only one that I'm interested in spreading and intensifying the spread of mirth and laughter. Just trying to get down to the real, the brass tacks of how I feel about these things. And what better place to sort of to reach for those things than here in this little metaphor. Lake world. So it really just gets me, it gets me right here, That's what it's like being part of this community. For me. Look, it's just one man's thing. It's just one man's volition. Uncontainable spread of mirth and laughter. Even when it's unwarranted. That's when it's the funniest. So we specialize in unwarranted laughter. I recognize that buzz. It's the harasser, ass grabber. This thing's gonna grab my balls. That's it. That's it. I'm giving that a minute. I hear it. You hear it? I think it just shot itself. So I'm reaching, I'm plumbing the depths. Trying to let everyone know how I feel about this whole place. You do well to check it out. God, the times on there. There's one thing we got on the site. I mean, look. We got the archives of what I've done live. We got a whole archive of older videos on there. That's pretty much up to date. There's one section in there, though, that if you click it, you blow your fucking head off. There's a hidden button there. There's another section on there, there's a shop, where the winter t-shirt was put on sale. And people kind of like that, the employee t-shirt. I think it's pretty classic. It's going to be a whole sweet round, mostly probably underwear, boxer briefs. That's pretty much what I'm going to be specializing in. Just because I love pull-on so much. Deciding to do sort of like, who's doing that? I was like, Borg? What's those two guys? Borg and McCormick? It wasn't Tane and Tandy. McEnroe. I forget who started printing the underwear. I mean, there was a fun show. It might have been an HBO production of it. Borg versus fucking the Federation, Starship, Enterprise. Borg versus McEnroe. I don't know if it was called Piss Pals. It might have been called Fast Friends. It might have also been called Sideshow Freaks. Attacked My Fighters. But it was really fun. There's a name to it. Have it lying around somewhere. But one of those guys, after they stopped playing tennis for a bit, they had some sort of a rivalry going, and it came to the point where he started making underwear. It had to have been Borg, because the guy was fucking out of his mind. He was like the Borg from Star Trek in pretty much every regard. Not really though. He was pretty cool. But he started making underwear after he had sort of retired himself from tennis. And I'm not retired from anything. And I'm gonna strictly stick to underwear, as Borg did. Pretty much because I had seen that movie. And that I like pull-ons so much. It smells like pepper. Some sort of a highly peppered mac and cheese. What plant is that? Is that the highly peppered mac and cheese plant? I hear that buzz. That thing wants it. Careful what you wish for, because you might get it. So this place, this little home, if you want to be where you see, look around you. If you want to be here with me always, I mean, that's a good place to go. My home. Yep, some might call it a home. I am included in those that would. Pepper. There's a lot of pepper where I'm from. No salt, only pepper. Every day, every week that goes by, it grows. It's like this big plant. It's like a plant. And when I care for it, it becomes a nice big lake. And then there are fish. And I don't know if they eat tires. They might eat like like they just eat tires. Probably rust, I think, is their main diet from all the cars that get dumped in the lake. Before the South cleaned it up, they stopped doing that, but they didn't start towing them out. But the fish eat all the rust. They eat tailpipe. They eat tire. It's pretty nasty if you ask me, but someone's got to clean up this mess. You can't leave it all to the South. But it's cultivated. You see? It's not as formless as it used to be back when it had first started dripping in here. Or pissing out from somewhere. It's tame now. Cultured. Habitable. And also, habby. Oh! Well, I finally invited everyone. This is like a housewarming party. But instead of just like a prison cell, you get a roof over your head, a lake roof, and tree canopy. I've got it all built, and it's finally ready to be shown. Gosh darn it, it's finally ready to be shown. It has been ready to be shown since day one, but now it's even more ready to be shown and ready to be driven, ready to be canoed upon, ready to be canoodled with, fished. We're all fishing, you know? You know, a lot of it is fishing. Even when you're fishing for topics or hearkening back to a a thought you had. A lot of it is fishing, if you're operating in fish mode, if you're operating on the fly. So, a lot of it is fishing, but you can just get fast with practice. There are some things you can't prepare for, and for that you fish. I hear that buzz. Someone is slaughtering a dog. Did you just hear that? The thing's getting slaughtered.